Welcome back to Boy Band Break, where we encourage you to take a break from your day and join us in some boy band conversation. As always, my name is Diane.
I'm Chinzia.
I'm Sophia.
And I'm Lydia.
So, before we start anything today, I just want to start on a somber note. You may have seen this on our social medias, but Devin Lima from LFO passed away during the American Thanksgiving weekend. Was it the weekend? I can't remember exactly, but it was close to the American
was
Thanksgiving.
in the middle of the week.
Yes. So we just want to say rest in peace, Devin. Hope you're up there with your brother Rich and
performing for Jesus.
Yes.
And thinking about poor Brad, who lost 2 of his bandmates to cancer.
It's crazy that they both died from cancer and they're in the same band.
Different
Like,
types of cancer, but still, it's just...
Yeah.
Well, cancer's so rampant, right? It's like, ooh.
Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, everybody in this room, I'm sure, knows somebody who has cancer. So it's like,
It's true.
crappy.
It's true.
Oh, hello. Sorry. Sorry, we're sharing microphones. Sorry. I got to get more into Sophia. Hello, Sophia.
Hello.
Okay. Anyways, what do we
So
talk about
anyways,
today?
okay, moving along. So normally at the beginning of the month we would sort of do a recap of things that we've done in the previous month, but we haven't really done anything in November.
Sad days, man.
However,
we
Remembrance
tried to
Day.
do things, and then...
well, yeah, I feel that there is a lot to unpack in terms of the Backstreet Boys big announcement that happened on November 9th.
Lots of announcements.
So we mentioned it in our previous episode. On November 9th, the Backstreet Boys released their second single from their new album.
What are the chances?
Which will be entitled DNA, apparently. And it was called Chances. First off, what did you guys think of the song? What did you think of the video? I want to hear
I
your
really
thoughts.
liked the song. I thought it was pretty good. The video at first I didn't like, but now that I've watched it a lot, I thought it's not bad.
I like it. I think it's very haunting, and the way that there's a certain part of the song where I feel like the voice is a bit weird, as we all think. But
Yes.
But no, actually, I really like it. And I really like how it's pretty much talking about chance encounters. What are the chances that if she didn't look at him or they didn't ask the name, then they wouldn't have met. And in the video, there's a bunch of different scenarios in which they do meet and then they don't meet, and then it's interesting.
Yes, there's if you haven't watched the video yet, there's a random couple who are BSB or I don't know if they're supposed to be ghosts or they're just there in the background singing, and this man and this woman are
At a train
station
Yeah.
and then
Yeah. Okay, what did you think of the boys' looks?
In the video?
Yeah,
I thought they all looked really good.
They're snazzy in their suits.
They always look good in suits, I find.
What did you think of Nick's hair? It had a bit of a shave going on.
Okay.
Yeah, I like
Okay,
that.
yes, I know. That's
I
why I
like
asked
it,
you.
yeah.
That's why I asked you.
I mean, it's fine.
He wants
Come on.
something different, so
I like-
it's
I
okay.
liked it.
I don't mind it.
It's
Okay,
fine.
So here, do you want? Here's a picture.
It doesn't detract
it's
from
fine.
his face, and this is the most important part.
Here's a picture. If you.
Yeah, but that's from the front.
We should do a whole episode on Nick hairstyles.
Yeah,
We could.
We could. Okay.
We
I've always
really
wanted
could.
to make a website and have a whole if I'm less lazy in the future. maybe.
Next idea.
I feel like it's gone now, though. I feel like in recent pictures of him, that back
Oh, the back part?
nonsense thing
Yeah.
is gone.
Back it up.
Yes,
was
he just
fine.
Sorry,
Yeah, it was
I
fine.
d-
Well, okay. How about the other boys? They all looked pretty good, I think.
How he looked like George Michael, but that's fine.
No, he did. Yes, you're absolutely right.
That is totally
Yeah.
fine.
It's fine.
Ajay looked good.
Yeah.
Aji.
They had sparkly shoes. That was fun.
Yes.
Yes. So thumbs up. I'm assuming from everybody.
So they've got some good
Yeah, yeah.
TV
Oh, yeah,
appearances, and they performed on a couple of things. So
Thumbs up on all accounts.
Yes.
can't wait for the album. Anybody
It's coming out, ladies.
January 25th. Pre-order.
So, after January 25th, definitely check back in with us if you're a BSB fan, because
Yes.
we'll be probably going through it song by song and analyzing it.
Yeah, we will be. Because that's how we roll.
That's what I do. I take one CD and I memorize it. I like sit in a room and I'm like, yeah, I'm weird.
So Lydia is very interesting because she will not buy a CD unless she likes at least 3 songs.
It must be 3 songs, or I.
But do you like the 2 songs that they already released?
Yes.
So there you go.
So
You're
you
only
need
one
more
song
to
away.
go. Oh my
One
God.
more, man.
Do you think they'll actually release another single before the album comes
No.
out? I don't
No.
think
No,
so.
they won't.
No.
No.
So
'cause
will you
it's-
buy it then?
Well, I'll just listen to Chinzia's.
Oh my God.
What sort of fan are you?
I know. I'm shit.
Okay.
By the way, I found out where my Nick Carter I'm Taking Off CD ended up
Yes, I'm sorry.
Where did it end
in
up?
Lydia's car.
Okay.
no.
So, like, what happened was that, Kenny, my husbando, he has a car that was like a just track only car. And I guess he was trying to see if his CD player was working. So he borrowed a CD that I had borrowed from Chinzia, and it was Nick Carter Taking Off. And then and then I guess it was actually a broken because he couldn't get the CD out. So he's like,
Sure.
I was listening to Nick Carter all summer, and I was like, and so like I'd have a thing, and he'd be singing in the car like, da, da. I'm like, okay, like this is new, thank you. But Kenny's a very big Backstreet Boy fan. Like him and all his car guys listen to Backstreet Boys all the time.
Very
That's amazing.
weird. We were coming back from a birthday party and we were all in the car, and then they started like asking for karaoke of Backstreet Boy songs, and not like the obvious ones, like
Yeah.
Deep cuts.
like The One was one of the ones, and I was like,
Well, the one's
Oh,
not really a
interesting.
deep
I know,
cut.
but there was like other ones, and I'm like, do I even know? I obviously knew the words, but then it was just like, and they're like belting it out, and I was like,
Like no shame. They're like blah, right?
That's awesome.
it was a very bizarre experience. It was lovely, but bizarre. So
Yeah.
So, you know.
Because, like, I feel like, I think, did you say this? I can't remember. We're just like, like the Beatles. No, maybe it was you. I think you said it. Yeah.
Okay.
We're just like the.
Sophia's like, I'll take credit if it's a good
It's
idea.
like, like when the Beatles first came out, like, women were like all like into them, right? And then, but like now, like just old men love the Beatles, right?
That's true.
So like this might be the same thing with Backstreet Boys, is that like women like them, and then like, but then like later on they'll be like, oh, they were literary geniuses, and like there's gonna be like a Backstreet museum like run by like some old man with a monocle and be like, you know. See?
I hope we're alive
feel
to
like
see that. Yes.
We're getting off track here.
We are
Sorry, my
getting
bad.
slightly off track, but hey, maybe
We don't actually know where
Kenny
the
and all
track
his
is.
friends will be excited on January 25th,
Yes.
so they can get new Backstreet Boys music to sing in the car.
Yes.
Okay, so then they also announced that they would be going on tour to support their DNA album.
The biggest tour in 18 years.
Woo!
Yeah. Okay, so
And as we cry because we couldn't get
the
tickets.
tickets
Chameleon.
the tickets already went on sale. Chinzia believes that based on our last episode, karma bit us in the ass.
Where we said we wouldn't take other people to the concert with us.
Yeah.
Jix.
And now, guess who's not going to the concert? Us.
Jeez, guys.
Going. Okay,
We're going
stop.
to the
We're
concert.
going.
We just don't have tickets yet.
Is this episode about how shitty Ticketmaster is? 'Cause
Yes,
I'm-
it sure is.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Woo!
good.
Good.
So you have lots
So,
to say.
the rest of this episode will just be us airing our grievances about Ticketmaster.
Festivus for the rest of us.
Yes.
They are their own mafia. They are their own scalpers. They are a dirty business.
Yes.
They
When-
did this to themselves.
honestly, I feel like this affects
More
Lydia
than just
mentioned
us.
it. It affects all fandoms. It affects
Yes.
everyone who wants to buy tickets to a Taylor Swift concert
Bruno
or
Mars.
a Drake concert or any concert that you want to go to, or probably even sporting event or
True,
Anything
probably.
that tickets are sold for.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, some plays they don't sell their tickets through
Okay. All right. fair
Ticketmaster, but
enough.
anything that is
It's a
sold through-
monopoly.
No. Okay. So
They're even being sued, so that's how
Well,
far
good.
it's
Yeah,
gone.
they
you know?
deserve it. They deserve it. I'm sorry. Like,
who
They're
wants
turning
to
into Greedy
explain
Lou. That is what they're turning into.
the Green Lou.
All right, so let's
Okay.
paint a picture,
Yes,
if you
please.
will.
Yeah.
So people in this room are part of a fan club.
We
And
sure are.
normally, back in the day, when fan club pre-sales happen, way back in the day, you actually had to buy it on the fan club and it would crash and there'd be problems and stuff. But we
What a
knew we
nightmare.
were going to get tickets, and we knew we were going to get good tickets.
And we knew the price was going to be the same price the whole time we went to the fan
regardless
club.
of where
Yeah.
you're sitting.
yes.
Fine. Boys, we knew the boys were announcing something soon. They announced it. Hey, surprise, they're going on tomorrow, the next day, something like
It
that.
was literally,
literally
the next day.
The next
The
day.
fan club presale.
Yeah.
on a Saturday. we had already had plans to go to Toronto with our family. So I'm like, okay, not a problem. I can do this in my car with the app. Lies. And the girls were at home trying. So we're like, okay, so we like made this like list of, I think it ended up being something like 9 cities.
Oh my God, it was like 10.
It was like 12, and then we narrowed it down. We're like, okay, if
we're gonna do
Calgary
3.
doesn't work, then we're gonna go Florida. So those were like, but then we're like, okay, obviously Toronto,
at first,
Montreal.
We were gonna go to only like 2 or 3. And then Diane's like, oh, let's go Washington. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Washington's
one.
the
Let's do this
opening.
one.
Blame me.
Well, you started it, yes. Obviously, I agree to this, but still.
But it was a given that we were going to go to multiple shows
Yes,
because
obviously.
And
We're sick in the head. I've said it several times.
but we're like, okay, that's fine.
It's
And
a
obviously
hobby.
we didn't want front
you know,
row. Like
healthy.
obviously we would want front row, but we're not like ridiculous. We knew that we would get like a reasonably close spot.
I think our thing was like first 15 rows, which is, I feel like that's
very
fair.
reasonable. Whatever. So like, okay. But because the boys have been getting all of this attention lately and a lot of TV pushes and things like that, obviously, and we're very happy for them that they have lots of people who want to go see them. We're not happy for ourselves. And I think that a lot of people
Not
aren't.
happy for ourselves.
A lot of people are not going to go see them. So we try. So we would click on ticket. Oh, first they have this bizarre thing now where you're like waiting in line and it
Wait,
tells
is
you
this for the fan club?
this is
Pre-sale?
Ticketmaster.
it's through Ticketmaster, but it was the fan club pre-sale through Ticketmaster.
Sorry.
So in my head, fan club pre-sale, we're all going to get, and of course they never release the price ahead of time, whatever, but everyone's trying to
never
figure it
do.
out. But we're like, okay, it'll be roughly around X amount of dollars, whatever. Okay, cool. So it goes in, and then it's like 2,000 people are in line ahead of us. And I'm
oh my
like,
God, I was like,
I'm like,
freaking
there's
out.
no way that they have over 2,000 people in Toronto on their fan club. Okay, maybe they do, but maybe other people.
Obviously they do. But,
Obviously they do, or scalpers or
well, there was a lot of scalpers.
so we get in, we finally get it. Anytime we would click on tickets, they would disappear. Then they've included this new thing called aisle seating. So you need to get at least 2, but in most cases 4 tickets.
No, I tried to get 2. It wouldn't let me. It's 4 or nothing. You can't even get 8.
This is the best part. So not only do you have to get these 4 tickets, they cost you more money because they're on the aisle, but they all cost you more money even though only 1 ticket is on the aisle. So now you're paying at least $20 to $50 more per ticket. Fine. We were only looking for 3 tickets because Lydia is probably going with her husband to the concert. So
right.
as we're
No, that's
looking,
fine.
they would not allow you to buy 3 tickets. You could only buy 4 or
Which
nothing
is-
in this section.
Excuse my French, but it's horseshit because I don't want 4 tickets. So you're making me buy an overpriced ticket that I don't want. Or
And then
need.
hopefully that we'll be able to sell it or something to somebody else, which again sucks. So anytime we would even click, we finally got things, you would click on it, it would disappear. So, and then we started noticing a very interesting trend in which the tickets, I think, were around $180
Yeah.
is what the price was. Then we would click on them and suddenly they would be like hundreds of dollars more. Like hundreds of dollars more. And we're like, are these already resale or what? An example, then we were having we spent what, an hour?
At least
an hour and a half, 2 hours trying to get
I
these
was
stupid
there for
tickets.
2 hours.
Trying to get these tickets. I tried Calgary when they went on sale. I saw tickets in the 6th row, clicked on them, literally went out to go say, hey, are you guys interested in going to Calgary? Came back less than 30 seconds later. Those tickets had mysteriously disappeared and they were $220. When I clicked again that they had the official platinum tickets, also in the 6th row in the same area, were $450 each.
Yeah.
Are you on crack? There's no way that 10 seconds has made the difference that now it's going to be double the price. Like Toronto, the front row, I think you could still find, they were like $1,800.
Oh my God.
I was just like, because it's a Ticketmaster official platinum.
No. The front row tickets right now, if you want to go buy them, are $3,000.
Are you kidding me?
You know how many
No, I
shows
wish-
we can
I
go
wish I
to
was
for
joking.
$3,000?
And they're like, oh, it's dynamic pricing. It's based on supply and demand. I'm like, it's based on you being greedy assholes. Because then the other thing that they do is that, so they charge you an obscene amount of ticket fees to get them. Then if you want to resell the tickets, they charge those ticket fees again on the price of those tickets. So they're making money hand over fist on these tickets just because they can.
They don't let you resell under face value, right?
Yes, because I tried to sell something came up and I couldn't go to the Niall Horan concert, and it was like the day of. So I just wanted to resell it on Ticketmaster because it's legit for less than face value. They not only would they not let me put it less than face value, they made me put $20 more than face value because they still had tickets that were unsold that they didn't sell.
That's crazy.
so that
So
they
the
could
message
so they could
is
undercut you and make
sell
you,
it on StubHub.
which is fine, which I did for
Yes.
that one. But it's just like, it's just ridiculous. You're taking advantage of people who want to go see a show. And if you're going to do this dynamic pricing, fine, but don't do it during the fan club presale. You should have
you didn't
them
have a
set
chance.
aside so that the actual fans who have been part of this fan club forever, or the ones who just joined, have access to these tickets. Like,
Because to be fair, even the people who just joined, like, okay, we've all been fans forever. Like, that's a different thing. But even if you just joined, you had to pay minimum, what, $20?
$20.
I think it was an American.
and that's just the digital only. You can get the ones where you get merch.
Be
and stuff.
part of their fan club. So you've already paid $20 more, essentially, than anyone else. Granted, you have access to their fan club and everything that comes along with that. But essentially, these people really only bought the fan club membership to get the tickets. So they've already paid $20 more than anyone else.
Right.
So cut people a break who are in your fan club. Like
I don't think it was Backstreet Boys. I think it was
no,
Ticketmaster.
no,
No,
absolutely
It was
not.
Ticketmaster,
But
yeah.
I think Ticketmaster, if that's what they do and this is legal and this is fair and whatever, because I've spoken to a bunch of people about this and they're like, well, why wouldn't they do that? That's just good business. And I'm
No.
like, is it?
How is that good business?
Because they
'Cause
know they
they're
have a
making-
monopoly, and there's no
yeah.
other way that we can buy tickets to the show.
They're
Which is
making money
ridiculous.
hand over fist and no one can challenge them. So, of course, they're going to do it.
I guess.
It's disgusting.
If we were on the other side of this, we'd be like, woohoo, free money, yeah. Like, but obviously we're not
True.
complete horrible human beings, and like, you know what? I hope that all these shows have nobody there.
But
and then the day of, they're like, oh shit, we have all these unsold tickets. Let's put them at a reasonable price.
Well, they at minimum they'll go back to the regular price, or people will just the scalpers will take their tickets, like the actual real, professional scalpers who buy tickets and resell them, either through Ticketmaster or through another outlet, will take their tickets to StubHub, lower the price, or Facebook, or where do people sell tickets these days? I don't know, Kijiji.
But
Yeah.
those ones are shady. Don't
don't
like.
buy off
Yeah.
Kijiji. Yeah,
Yeah.
StubHub is like legit.
Remember that?
StubHub is legit, and you can get tickets for less than the right price.
But it's American money, which sucks. But anyways, whatever. Regardless. So the fact of the matter is that we know that Canada is really big for Backstreet Boys. And it's nice that they put 6 shows, I think they did.
Yeah, 6 shows.
Montreal, Toronto, Winnipeg, Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver.
Yes, Vancouver
think.
as well. Yeah, yep.
That's 5.
Okay, whatever. There was a bunch. So, but we always get 2 shows. What is this one show bullshit?
Oh no, it's 6. Sorry, I can't count this morning.
I was gonna say I'm like
and
Not enough coffee.
and Toronto sold out immediately, and there's so many American dates that have so many more tickets still available. So if you are looking
Oh
for
my
tickets,
god, I know.
so we were
It's really
kind of
sad.
so now we have to plan a road trip, and it's just but at this
We're
point
gonna go to
we
the
are going to
Toronto
go, which
show.
is fine. But the fact of the matter is that it's unnecessary stress.
yeah.
It is
I know.
unnecessary because we don't
No
have
joke.
anything. We have nothing to look forward to.
No joke,
Well, we
guys.
have
I
Vegas.
went back to work and everybody's like, I heard the Backstreet Boys are going on tour, la la la. Did you get your tickets? And I'm like, no. And they're like,
Oh.
first they're like, what? You didn't get your tickets? What the heck is going on, right? And then some of the people at work were like, what happened to your wait till a couple days before the concert and then buy the tickets? Because I'm all cocky and telling people that this is what they need to do.
It's true.
And they're like, so what happened to that plan? I'm like, but not for Backstreet Boys.
Aw.
And sorry, there was something else I was going to say. Oh, lost the train of thought. But yes, essentially.
Greedy assholes.
They're pricing people out of an experience, and I think that's
Oh,
horrible.
that was it. So the nosebleeds in Toronto ended up going on sale for over $200. I'm like,
yeah.
who the heck
$300
is paying
I
that?
think it was,
In
yeah.
the States, you can get tickets for $25. And they were
Really
on
far
Groupon
back, yeah.
and they're whatever, which obviously, I guess if worse comes to
We're
worse,
not
I guess.
going to be sitting up there, so
no,
don't even.
but still, it's just but the fact of the matter is that we didn't have time to plan and get a good backup location for us to go to.
Yeah,
And
I
we
feel
did-
like there was so many new things with Ticketmaster that I've never experienced before. I bought tickets to I bought tickets to Bruno Mars. I went to the show in September, and I also recently, the same week, bought tickets to Michael Bublé. The Michael Bublé show had the similar platinum, verified platinum nonsense, but it definitely was not as bad. It definitely was not as bad. it wasn't like instantaneous where like you clicked on tickets and then they disappeared and then popped up 2 minutes later at like triple the price. Not even close to that. And there was none of this like there's this many people in front of you in line nonsense. And that wasn't the case for Bruno Mars either. I don't know where this like it's 10 o'clock and now you're in line nonsense came from. And I don't know where the thing that confused me the most about this whole thing is the aisle seating thing, because it threw me off. I feel like I had like 11th row or something, but I was like, but I don't want 4 seats. So I threw it away because I was like, well, if they won't sell me 3 seats, then I don't want these. And now I'm like, what an idiot, because I'm like, I could have bought those and just had an extra ticket,
or had a place for our coats, or sold it to somebody else. But that sucks because now you're paying extra money that you don't need to pay.
And like, why is that not explained while I'm sitting in line for half an hour?
Like, if we would have been able to be more prepared, and then we didn't know about the pit and everything, right? So what they've done this time is that they have like a little pit area that's right in front of the stage that includes meet and greet and sound check and all that stuff. Then they have an outside area that does not include. Oh no, sorry, there's no sound check. It's just
there's no sound check.
There's a backstage tour and stuff.
They may be adding other VIPs. It's not clear yet.
But the other area, so we didn't know if you could get spots in that area without getting the VIP or not. Like, nothing was made clear. It was very confusing.
That's horrible.
And it was just like, love the boys, love them, would not pay that much for VIP. That's absolutely insane.
I'm sorry.
We do have some limits.
Like, when you can go on a cruise cheaper than you can get a concert ticket.
It's so true.
It's a little bit ridiculous. Please don't increase the price of the cruise.
Oh my God, don't increase the price of the cruise, please.
But back to that, like, so they had these VIP tickets that you get a meet and greet, you get picture, you get all this other stuff and like merch and stuff.
Where? Toronto?
Yeah, and all of them. That was the VIP area.
Oh.
But then the official Ticketmaster prices are more money and further back. And the other thing is that with these VIP tickets, it's standing room only, which is not a problem for us. But there was a lot of fans online who are in wheelchairs and things like that, or they have mobility issues, and they wanted to have a VIP experience, but they didn't want to be stuck in a pit. And none of the venues could answer any of their questions, being like, is there a little section that we could be in that we're not going to get trampled by people? Like,
Fair question.
There was so many questions that nobody had answers to, and it's really frustrating because obviously there are answers. They're just keeping them from people.
And I would just like to say, if anyone from Camp BSB is listening, I feel that if you added your regular VIPs like you guys always do, even if you don't want to do the sound check anymore, fine. People will be disappointed, but they'll get over it. But you've been doing VIPs at about for concerts, what, $300 range, $250,
$350.
And it's just a picture, but people will be so much happier because they'll know that no matter where they're sitting in the venue, they'll get to have like at least that 2 minutes of interaction, and you're gonna make so much more money. Like, forget Ticketmaster for a second. The Backstreet Boys will make so much more money.
Because a lot of people,
that's who we want to pay. I don't want to pay Ticketmaster.
Exactly.
They can kiss my butt.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. Seems like it's just kind of ridiculous that, like, another thing, people like wanted to go with friends, and they're like, yeah, but I want to do the VIP, and their friends like, I don't want to pay that ridiculous $1,000 to go meet, and it's just like, it doesn't make sense. Like, it makes.
Who would have thought Vegas is much cheaper now than the tour?
That's sad,
right?
Like, that's sad because Vegas is like the premium gem of like gems, like, and it's a concert.
Well, and the byline of the whole thing was like, it's Vegas, they're making us charge this much.
Right.
Are they?
Can I get it? And obviously they work hard and they don't want to meet like 1,000 people before the show or however many.
Yeah.
So I do get it that it does make sense to charge more money and all that other stuff, but it's really annoying and frustrating for the rest of us who have been here this entire time. And yes.
The thing is, at the end of the day, like, we were all that entire week, I was very heated. If you follow me, like me personally on social media, I apologize for all of my ranting. But I was just like, I couldn't get over it.
Yeah,
I'd literally be closing my eyes to sleep at night, and I'd be like, this is so unfair.
And it's just like 1,000 stings because everybody knows that we're the Backstreet Boys fans, and they'd be like, oh, where are your tickets? Or people who haven't seen them in like 1,000 years, like, oh I got like 10th row. And I'm like, of course you did. Yes.
I hate you.
And I'm just like, I'm very happy for you, but I secretly hate you. No,
Yeah.
So we're just very zen, and I just feel like more angry with Ticketmaster than anything, and refuse to bend to their rules. So screw you guys.
Yes.
Screw Ticketmaster.
We've mellowed out.
We're fine. It'll eventually.
The main thing that I have to keep reminding myself, and that I will remind all of you, is that the tickets were bought by a company, so they are not sold out. There is no human being that is going to sit in those verified platinum seats and all those resale seats that are thousands of dollars. No person has bought that seat and is like gonna go sit in it. It's a company.
Yeah.
So when it's July and no one has bought the ticket yet, it's going to go down in price because they just want to make their money back.
I know. And it's all a game. It's all a game, and we just gotta,
Just gotta wait it out, man.
Be patient.
Everybody protest. Don't buy overpriced scalper
God,
tickets.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Like, I know you're thinking, oh, but I just want to make sure I'm going. Just please don't buy it now.
Just relax. It's all good. It's all
Like,
good.
we all need
is a
to stand in solidarity
save
and
your
say
money, honestly.
that this is unacceptable.
It is. It is unacceptable.
Yes. And I just have to say that it was another little stab in the heart because I wished our friend Lena happy birthday. And then she was like, see you in July. And I was like, oh, what's in July? And then I was like, oh, the concerts. Oh, she thinks that we're going to them. And I'm like,
We are going.
We are going to go
We
there.
will be
so
going.
will.
No worry.
We'll keep you posted.
But
Yes.
anyways, essentially, screw you, Ticketmaster.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
All in agreement.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see you next week.
Until next time.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
I do.